What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Abel here with STL Tones. Today we're going to be taking a look at your new update for the AmpHub plugin. You guys are getting 2 new pedals in your stomp box section, and you're also going to be getting a killer new update to the user interface. The signal chain for this video is going to be this Mine S2 Elite loaded with Fishman Fluence pickups. We're going into a universal audio aero interface. We're going into Cubase, and of course we're going to be running AmpHub. So without further ado, let's hop on screen and check this stuff out. All right, so the killer new feature that they added, which I absolutely love, is the amp selection. I don't know if you guys knew how it worked before, but it looks a little different now. So let's take a look at it. So as you can see, you guys now have all of your amplifiers laid out in thumbnail fashion, which is really, really cool. It makes it way easier, and it's just a much more intuitive layout when you're looking for a specific amplifier. I like to set up my pedals and my impulse response, my cabinet section, and then kind of cycle through amplifiers and see what's going to sound best for what I'm trying to do. So this makes it way easier to do that. So if you're looking for the Randy El Diablo, you have a filter now where you can just type that in. Type in Randy, assuming I can spell, and there we go. Randy El Diablo comes right up, and you got it. Same thing up here. If you're trying to just kind of look for a genre, an amplifier that would fit a genre you're trying to play, you just click metal. Obviously, we all know I like metal, so I'd be clicking on that a lot. And then now you have all of your metal, centered amplifiers laid out for you. You've got all these killer amps, and you can do the same thing with blues, which is really cool. So whatever it is that you want to do, it's just going to make it way easier to find your amps. Also, you guys have 2 new pedals in your stomp section. You guys have the Kentaurus Drive and the Xordium Epsilon Boost. Now, this one probably needs no introduction whatsoever. You guys all know what this is. This is a very famous pedal, a very famously expensive pedal, but I know that it's used a lot in blues, rock, country, things like that, and we're going to get into that pedal in a second. It sounds really, really cool, and I love that they added it to this list. And you also have the Xordium Epsilon Boost, which is based on an exotic EP booster. This pedal is meant to give you a pure, clean boost. High-end sparkle. It's just going to give you an overall volume boost. It's also going to add some high-end treble and some good bass tone. It just overall makes your clean tone sound so much better. It's a really, really sick pedal. We're going to get into that in a second. But first, let's start off with the Kentaurus Drive. Let's check this thing out. We're going to start off with the Raven. This one's based on a Rev amp, I believe, so let's check this thing out. Give you guys the tone that I have now. Make sure my stomps are not active. And here we go. As you guys can hear, I'm running some effects because when you're going to be running boosts in front of a clean, that's just, in my opinion, the only way to do it. I've got a space verb. It's just under half, and then I've got a delay just under half, and this one's time matched. And this one has the shimmer down almost completely off. I just want a hint of it in the background. I'm not trying to, make crazy ambient tones. I just want a really cool clean tone to work off of. So again. And then let's split that coil. All right, so let's kick on the Kentaurus Drive. Sounding really good. Of course, when you're running these boost pedals, you're going to want to manage your outputs, meaning on the amplifier, you're going to have probably a clean output, a master output, depending on what amp you're running or whatever amp you choose. So you're just going to want to sort of mess with your master volume and then the output on the pedal itself and the gain to make sure you're not clipping. But as long as you have those things in line, this pedal sounds absolutely amazing. Let's kick the gain up a little bit and see what we get. Let's just go back into the neck pickup. One thing I love about these pedals so much is how dynamic they are. You can just really get a clean, low gain lead tone that just sounds beautiful. Or you can really lean into it and get more of a dirty lead tone depending on how you're playing. And I love being able to use these pedals that way. All right, so now let's move on to the Xordium Epsilon Boost. And the pedal's off right now, it's not engaged. We're gonna kick some volume up here. See what this sounds like. God, this amp is beautiful. All right, now let's kick on the pedal. Listen to how beautiful that sounds. All right, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for me. Just wanted to give you guys these killer new updates for the AmpHub plugin. As always, if you guys are watching, that means it's now live and available for download over at stltones.com. So head on over there and download your update. You're going to find these new features in your plugin. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like, that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you see all of the new videos and products that STL Tones is rolling out. My name's Abel Hernandez, and I will catch you guys on the next video.